Hello, we are Not Your Mum. Now, those of you who took your 11 plus will be finding out in the next few weeks whether or not you have passed. If you did, then congrats! But this video is not for you.
No.
Sorry, that was a bit harsh. It's not for you.
It's not for you. I mean, you're welcome to watch. This is for those who don't pass the 11 plus, or if your parents can't afford to pay for the tutoring that you need to pass the 11 plus, this is for you too. Hell, this is for everyone who goes to a comprehensive school.
Firstly, full disclosure, Ali went to a comprehensive school and I went to a private school, so neither of us went to a grammar school.
Generally, people go to grammar school because the GCSE results are better, to which we say, hello, it's a selective school. Of course the GCSE results are better. Anything less than 100% pass rate at A to C, and frankly you should be asking why. Frankly.
Why?
Why?
Why? If you're the kind of person who does well academically, so you find the learning quite easy, then you're going to do well no matter what school you go to. Perhaps you get the odd B instead of all A's and A stars, but does that really matter? By the time you get to uni, nobody talks about the GCSE results, unless they're, I don't know, a bit of a weirdo.
If you failed the 11 plus, this does not mean that you are not clever or not academic or that you won't do well in life. It just means that on the day that you sat the exam, you didn't get the right number of marks that you need to pass this year. I think that's how the 11 plus works, but in any case, it's just a one-off. Repeat, you are still clever, you will still do well.
History is littered with hugely successful people who failed at some point. Steven Spielberg, the director of such films as Jaws, Jurassic Park, the BFG, lots.
Indiana Jones,
yeah. Just too many to even count.
Just pick a film.
Yeah, exactly.
That's done really well.
And he was rejected from film school twice.
Twice.
JK Rowling was rejected by loads of publishers before Bloomsbury got lucky.
Yeah, and Elvis Presley was told he should go back to driving a truck because he'd never make it in the music business. I think we know who had the last laugh. Albert Einstein, off of science fame, dropped out of school at 15 before eventually going back and then eventually getting into university and then eventually, like changing the face of science.
The secret to success is not getting everything right first time and getting all the breaks and all that business. It's keeping going.
Determination.
And enthusiasm. You didn't pass this exam, but it's just one exam. I know it's a bummer, but there'll be plenty more.
Plenty more exams.
Plenty more exams.
Don't want to depress you, but
yeah.
It's just the beginning, man.
It's not the end. Get past this and you'll have learned a massively useful life skill, which is resilience.
And what of comprehensive school? Well, the clue's in the name. You do get a comprehensive education. So there's still the academic stuff, and that is still very important, of course. But there is also the cross-section of society that you hang out at school with. So private schools are, on the whole, full of pretty wealthy kids. Grammar and selective schools are, on the whole, full of middle-class kids. And at comprehensive schools, you get everyone.
You only have to listen to certain politicians to see how a privileged upbringing can seriously stunt your intelligence. If you have only ever mixed with a certain type of person, then you are going to be ignorant to the majority of life, of what is really going on. Ignorance of how to do long multiplication or appreciate the works of Shakespeare is a shame, but ignorance of the reality of how a large portion of society live is dangerous.
Comprehensive schools have their academic targets to meet and exam results are still very important, but in a mixed ability school they can't be the be-all and end-all. In a selective school they can be, and the pressure on every student to achieve highly in exams is intense. Do you want to win your own game or someone else's? Arguably, at a selective school you're playing theirs, not yours. Get a bunch of A stars, go on, do it, but do it for you, not for your school's position in the league table.
As long as you work hard at everything you do, not just the school stuff, and remain true to yourself, then you will do well. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Because you can decline Latin somethings. I didn't do Latin.
Ego sum now. Well, I did.
But I used to sing in choirs, So,
Kerberos
Gloria in
Canis.
excelsis Deo.
Yeah.
Suck on
I only
that.
know how to say my name is Nell and Kerberos is a
Caesar.
dog, which is not really very useful.
I'm just going to say that last bit again. And the pressure on every student to... God, if only I'd gone to a better school.